Remember to go check out Patreon. This week's votes: David Wilcox, Ted Cruz and Jones in the elevator, Eisenhower farewell address. We're doing Steve Pieczenik today. We're not going to get into a whole lot of detail on him, but I will show some very interesting tells that correspond with not only him, Roger Stone. And it's that awful hand movement that we see that looks so Muppet-like. We'll talk about that too. Let's get started.
I said, he had no experience, he's had no accomplishments, and
his body is moving with him, and he's got a very small body movements, and that's singing. And I have new subscribers, so that singing motion that I keep talking about is when your body does a dance as you talk. Your head moves, your shoulders move, all connected through the spine, all the way down through your legs. It moves, but it moves in a rhythm. And when your mind and your mouth are all in sync and your body's in sync because it's telling the truth, it looks almost like a rhythmic dance. Your head moves in one direction and the body flows in a direction that complements it. So that is the body singing or the body dancing. It's a very rhythmic type movement, and it just flows, and everyone has their own. No one's dance is exactly the same. What you're looking for is that it's rhythmic and that it's in agreement with each other. I would really suggest that you go look at the instructional videos where I literally point out the differences in video. If it doesn't sing together, then the body jerks. It goes in opposite directions. It doesn't you'll just see a lot of sharp movements, and that is not singing together. They're not in agreement. And we like the body to tell us if we're lying or not. One, because so many muscle groups have to be coordinated in a body movement that it is, well, let's put it this way. I've never seen anyone able to lie it through. There's not an actor alive that can do it. No matter how much you sit there and think that there is, they aren't. This can't be taught. It is the mind. It is the subconscious. And your body moves with it. But let's get back to Steve Pieczenik. Watch his eyes on how much movement we're seeing and how many directions we're seeing.
he has created absolutely nothing but a disaster around the world. Those people who worked with me quietly, and those...
He is all over the place. Boom, boom, boom. Memory. Construction. Memory. Construction not meaning that he's constructing a lie. It's literally, again, and I've explained this in other videos, but I'll explain it again. You're constructing what happens at A. You know that B, C, and D follow. So when you're constructing, you're in the A spot looking further out into the future of what naturally will come later. And that's what he's doing when he goes there. So he's the memory. Oh, this happened. So B, C, D will happen. It's also a sign when you get people that can access different parts of their brain while they're speaking and multiple parts, a sign of high intelligence.
Those people who understood the integrity of the Republic was paramount allowed me to
Now we see, get a clear picture of this hand.
To do
right here. How those fingers are together. The Muppet hand. He's got him cupped too. But those fingers together is really a closed off mind. He's not accepting material from the outside. He's very happy with what he's got inside his brain. And he's not accepting the outside thought process. So no one has challenged him. I haven't found a video of anything that would push him to a disagreement. That would make his closed hand reveal how closed off he is. But we do know that he is closed off to outside influences. And that's what you see with Roger Stone, like that whole hand together. It's like a Muppet hand. He's closed off.
a counter coup. We were waiting for Hillary to do exactly what she did. I have said from the very beginning that Hillary was not as bright as everybody thought, nor were her advisors. when she fell into the trap that we said, and actually you said as well, that she's not competent, that she really has no idea of what she's doing, that she's physically and mentally not capable of being the president of the United States, she went after you. And that's exactly what we expected would happen. What was stupid was to really say that Alex Jones and the people behind it, i.e. my...
Now we saw that right there as he spoke about it. He opened up his hand.
It was to really say that Alex Jones and the people behind it.
People behind it, and now he encompasses outward. People behind it. So while he's talking, when we're looking at this closed hand, it is all in self mode. He's closed off to self mode, speaking on self, no outside influences. And then we see that hand open up as he talks about people, others involved in this coup, so to speak.
I.e. myself and others, administrations and so many problems that you can't underestimate what you have done. Now, I don't want to call it victory because there is no victory of us.
It's a continuum.
It's a continuum. That's correct, Alice. It's a continuum of our continuing to struggle to.
You're watching his fingers. He's got his fingers closed in, and in that pinch moment, it's a continuum. It's a continuum, and as he's speaking, it's going back and forth towards Alex and himself.
Clear out what's a mess, and to you.
It's instructional, and in a way, his factual. Kind of what we see Donald Trump doing at times when he's trying to instruct the audience, but he's more of an open person, whereas Steve Pieczenik is a very closed person. And that's what we're seeing.
Use the latest tools that you used, that Trump had used, and that the Americans understand social media. Now we're going to be in a bigger world. We're affecting now Brexit, which you have.
And of course, now we're watching his eyes as well. And we're seeing while he's doing this instructional, his eyes are doing the same thing. Because at first when I was sitting there watching him, I was like, is he being deceptive? Because he has a really hard time looking at who he's speaking at because he's just all over the place up there. But as he gets comfortable, which for this to be a very long interview is nice, because the longer the interview, the more relaxed a person becomes, or the more tense they become, and both of them become exaggerated, and it gets easier to see. So in seeing that it continues, he really is just one of those people that it just accesses so much all the time. And remember, we said he doesn't have a quick brain. It might be from old age. So he's busy all the time in his head searching, which may explain why he is closed off, because he is in constant search mode and processing. Well, that is it on Steve Pieczenik. He covers a lot of issues, but I figured if I could just give you the tools to sit there and see that what he looks like when he's telling you the truth, what is normal for him, would definitely help you as you see him in later interviews or earlier interviews to see what he said as factual or non-factual. If you like it, leave a like. If you like the content, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.